All right, James, I'm gonna just do a little video. This is your bird, your future bird. The builder did a really good job with this thing. Really, really good. I will show you the flaw. And so there's no surprises. Here's the hinges, brand new. I can paint these for you if you want, or you can just do it yourself. I just usually use a little touch-up paint with a little brush. I put access panels here. See, I touched up all these so you can't even tell. These are just screws, normal screws. I did replace all the pinstriping. The pinstriping is coming off on the back somewhere. I'll show you. Oh, I spared no expense when I did the electronics. So that pitot tube is heated too. So you got a heated pitot tube. So you got nothing to worry about if you ever get in weather icing conditions. I've had this thing in icing conditions, flying through clouds. I'm not supposed to, but like I said, I didn't have mode C, or I didn't have ADS-B out for a reason. With that Garmin screen, you can fly through the clouds so easily. Anyway, it's brand new tires, Michelin's, and the tubes. Wheel pants, I did the wheel pants, put them on, had them professionally painted. The cowl, I did all the fiberglass work so it flows in. I had it all professionally painted. The wing fairings, I had these professionally made and professionally painted. Wheel chocks for you. Wing lockers I installed. Look at that. I put whole cases of water in here. You can load the shit out of this because it's on the spar. Don't affect the weight and balance. So I always keep folding chairs, tie downs for grass, a Decalon, extra quart of oil, even though it don't burn much oil at all. Maybe a half a quart by the time the oil changes over. I put screens in here just for looks. Screen there for looks. Whirlwind propeller, immaculate. Not a nick. You sound like you take care of your things like I take care of my things. You might be a little more. I don't know if anal is the right word, but judging by your keep wanting to call it a Quicksilver, but anyways, Challenger. You're pretty good. All right, I got the vents out because I was just cleaning them up. I'll show you the other side that's cracked that I was telling you about. This is just my attempts at trying to seal, because there's gaps. The can, it's not closed there. Now it's closed. See, there's gaps. That's just the design of it. I don't know. So air gets in there. What I ended up starting to do is I just stuff fabric or little wedges of foam in there. It helps. But I fly all winter with the heat and stuff. So these are for, I silicone them down so they quit moving around because they're starting to scuff the paint up. It's your fuel sender for the wing tanks, one on each side. Here's another wing vent or wing locker that I put in. Another chair, tie downs, tool kit, wing fairings. Oh, that's that Sonex. That's that little 1X, one-seater. Come around here. Beautiful, beautiful. There's one little ding right here that I forgot to tell you about. This is just a little piece. I was gonna replace it if it bothered me enough, but the aileron, this is just a little folded bent piece. If it bothers you, you can order this from Zenith for shit. I think it was only $50. So then you just drill these rivets out, put the new piece in, drill it, and you'll be good to go. Electronic flaps, obviously. The wing steps, well here, I'll crawl under here. I made new fairing pieces. Sorry, I'm sore. I've been working out. So, that's your asshole, or what do they call it? The hole of death or something. I forget what they call that. That axis is all sorts of shit up there. Screws. Of course, naturally, some of them fall out over time. But not a big deal. I made this. This is just aerodynamic, because round things are, as you know, not aerodynamic. So I started doing it, and I just haven't got to it. This is just a little seepage from, it got stuck in the rain when we're on the island, so I'm assuming that's just where it leaks out. But the belly's really clean because this engine don't make a mess. I don't know if you've been in another plane, but usually the bottom of your planes are solid grease. Okay, here's your radiator. Beautifully done by me, of course. I do good work too. Okay, this is your fuel flow. I put a little, this is just electrical wiring. So any sharp edges, you know, I put a little piece of hose on it, create chafing. And then all my wires are zip tied or tied down in one way or another so they don't vibrate, as you know. So this is your header tank I was telling you about. It might be a half gallon maybe. And you got 2 fuel pumps here, and you got a fuel pump up on the engine. So when I take you for a flight, I'll walk you through all that. Use both fuel pumps when you're flying or when you're taking off and landing. And then once you're up in the air, you shut one fuel pump off. You know how that is. Kind of typical like backup stuff. So anyways, I just replaced the rubber on all this. Brake pads are okay. I was gonna go another year on them. The AMP says they're getting there, but nothing to be worried about. I was gonna do them this winter, but I don't know. Oh gosh, am I sore? Here's the other side. Like I said, I get weird sometimes for chafing, but it's not needed. All right, but I did make new fairings. I made fairings for this. I gotta put them on still. If I have time to, I guess I'll have time to put them on for you. I'll show you when I get up off the floor. I built them. Since you're not buying it till November, end of November, I got time to put those on for you. Okay. Oh gosh. Alright, let's see. Oh, that one flaw I was telling you. Well, hold on, I don't want to go into the cockpit yet. One thing at a time. Okay. Your typical horizontal vertical stabilizers. Big ass rudder. It's called a flying rudder. Because there's no rudder or no vertical stabilizer. The rudder is a vertical stabilizer. It's pretty sweet. I replaced, there's a dent here. This was from the previous owner. I'm not sure what happened. No big deal. No big deal at all. I replaced this bracket, new, last winter, and the bearings. And then that bracket up there too. I went through and replaced it because the rudder started getting a little bit of slop. It's just all wear items that you keep an eye on. Elevator trim. There's your antennas. All right. Oh, here's that window crack I was telling you about. He glued it. The piece must have come off. But it's been like that forever. So I had the vents off because I was experimenting with other vents. I'm going to put them back on for you. No big deal. Just a vent. What I like about this is you can lock it. This is per kit. Zenith. I know it looks like a door handle for a fucking closet or something. I don't know. But I'm going to have to open the canopy. Okay. Replaced those hinges not too long ago. Step up on the plane. I'll step on the seats. Barf bags, because my girlfriend puked on me when we, yeah, she's over there. We gotta take those though. They have to grow up good. I'll leave a couple in here, but yeah. Anyways, she's excited about your airplane, by the way. So I carpeted. I padded this too, padded and carpeted, so that way you don't damage the metal. I put 70 pounds of weight back here. I had those electric one-wheel skateboards, so those are 30 pounds a piece, and so I purposely made this airplane nose heavy, so that way I could safely carry 70 pounds and 2 adults and full fuel and not fall the weight and balance. I'll explain all that to you with the weight and balance chart. Here's your airworthiness. Okay, there's your ADS-B antennas for the iFly. I forget which this is for. This is GPS for the Garmin. And then these are, shit, I fucking forget anymore. Oh, and I got USB chargers everywhere. Got them back here. This is that one box. Why can I not think of what it's called anymore? I don't. It's the ADS-B in that controls the iFly. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. Behind the seat, heated seats, by the way. You can see the wirings going there. Okay, underneath the seat, there's your GD Dual blah 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 50. I didn't get I got the permanent mounted one. Anyways, you can see the electrical, very well done by the previous owner. You'll see some little sloppy stuff like this. This is just for the iFly and, you know, these little GPS tenors. Nothing to speak of, nothing to worry about. I'm sure, you know, the type of man that you are, judging by your airplane, you will find maybe a better solution. Or, anyways, there's that one box. You can build those. I can't think of what they're called. But that's your ADS-B in. That's all free stuff. You don't need anything. The iFly or the Garmin, you got to pay annual subscription. You know that. I think it's $75 a year. The iFly, you don't have to unless you want the updated maps every year. Then it's like $75 a year for that too. No big deal. And I update all my maps. I'll give you that iFly. I'll just buy me another one. And there's your thing that freaking I'm just drawing a blank today, buddy. It's for emergency locator beacon transmitter, blah 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 blah. So yeah. So that's what's that. So, and this is extra wire. I mean, there's a lot of room back there actually. So, that back. Okay, let me crawl in here. Yeah, there's my bow headset. Those are beautiful. Worth the money if you ever. I would recommend, since you're buying this airplane and you're gonna have nice stuff, I would highly recommend you go Bose. You will just absolutely love the quality. I was skeptical too, and then when I did it, I was like, wow. So anyways, yeah, I used a little bit of fabric here, kind of made it nice. You can customize. I saw your plane, so you'll see. You'll find other things. I threw some carpet down there. I'm sure you can come up with a better solution. Okay, those are dual brakes on both sides, toe brakes, rudders on both sides, trim for your elevator, push to talk on both sides, spare no expense. Okay, climb in here. The iFly is out. It's at the house because I was updating it. Another USB charger, dual ports for charging your phones and everything else. And then your fuse, I didn't mark these. This fuse goes to this, obviously, and this fuse goes to this. This is your heated seats for the right side, heated seats for the left. 5. All the other ones are labeled. I was gonna do better labeling too, just didn't get to it. You know, time, money, cost. These wires that kind of hang down, they're not in the way. I was gonna put some fabric, kind of hide them all. Everything, this whole top is removable. This whole thing. I'll stand back up and give you a better view in a minute. So anyways, we'll turn this thing on. Okay. You got your battery 1, battery 2, then your master. Boom. And then pick and choose what you want. Turn them all on. Okay, you got pitot heat tube. Remember? I told you that. That's freaking awesome. I've never had to use it, but I've used it just for shits and giggles. But if you ever need it, you're going to be gosh darn glad you had it. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's turn the G3X on. Garmin. Good stuff. This is your elevator trim. As you go up and down, you'll see it move. I was going to redo this panel because this hole is a little sloppy. You might be able to fix that. This is thick metal, by the way. It's booting up. The reason why I wanted to redo it is because I didn't realize I punched it. I got excited and I punched this in, and then my Garmin guy was like, "Hey, dummy, your trim adjusters are in the screen. This screen will do everything. You could have this one screen and nothing else on the panel. This does everything you could ever dream of. Navigation, maps, radar for weather. It just freaking does everything." So hit OK. It even calculates your fuel. Fuel remain in 6 gallons. I still gotta get fuel. I forgot about that. Yep, but this burns it. It's, man. Okay. So gallons per hour. I don't know if you can really see. I'm trying to. What your oil pressure, your oil temperature, but I haven't yet to go through and change this. This is not oil temperature. With an auto engine, you don't monitor oil temperature, only water. This is your gear lube temperature for gear lube, for the gears, for your prop reduction. And then here's your water, your fuel for each wing tank, fuel pressure, and then your volts. Let's go full screen. Okay, now you can do your active flight plan. Here's your elevation, your speed, your communication. This will even freaking tell you the wind speed and direction. Although you do need to move this sensor. I have it on the fuselage. It's in the rear. It's stuck in the prop wash. It needs to be moved to the wing outside the prop wash. Easy to do, not a big deal. So the wind direction while you're flying is a little off. But it was going to be a winter thing. I just haven't done it. I'll show you. So, okay, here's navigation. You can go nearest, and this will tell you every airport near you. Like, say, we can go to Clio. Here, let's go to Frankenmuth. Boom. Your frequencies, tells you the frequency. Click this, boom, you're on the frequency for Frankenmuth. You can have 2 frequencies. So, let's go back. Where was I? Okay. It's like, waypoint info, okay. So then you can click your runways. It's saying no data because you got to be up in the air to get it. Okay. Your weather, there's no weather because you got to be flying to get it. Notice airmen, there are none right now. Your AOPs, AOPA tells you all your runways, phone numbers, contacts, food, if there's food, nearest restaurants with phone numbers, your charts. Oops, charts. Whatever. You gotta click it. You can zoom in. I don't use that crap. What else? Let's go back. Let's do this. Menu. Dude, this menu is freaking unbelievable. This here's a flight log I was telling you about. Here's all my flights for years. It just memorizes them all. Back, you got a memory card, by the way. Your tracks, flight plans, emergencies. If you got emergency, boom, it tells you a tune right there. Boom, go. Smart glide disabled, but you can do your smart glide. You can do all that stuff. Back, menu. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Data, intensities, setups, tools. It's endless, man. The weather is my favorite. Let's see if I can figure out. I might not be able to do it because I'm not flying. If I click this. Oh, it might be this button. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is cool. Here's your weather. Winds aloft, forecast, radar, all the different types of freaking radar segments, ice forecast. Dude, this thing tells you freaking everything, man. It's when you were talking about using that other Garmin I was telling you, you just don't even worry about it. Temps aloft, lightning, METAR, segments, TFRs, pilot reports, turbulence reports, icing. It's just, I mean, and then this is even cool too. Oops, see, I'm hitting wrong buttons now. This is neat. Entire United States sectionals. You can zoom into anything. Takes a minute. Look at all the mountain ranges, elevations. I mean, dude, this shit's amazing. And then when you're flying, if you got mountains and stuff, you'll have mountains like this, and it'll tell you, pull. Oh, there goes ADSB. See the planes flying right now? I can click it. Oh, it won't let me click it. I must gotta be out there. I know the iFly you can click too. But, what else? Directs, nearest. And when you're flying, it'll tell you the airport you're nearest to fly to. Oh, that's the other thing I like. There it goes. When you're at big airports where the taxiways and stuff are like a freaking maze, this tells you step by step. You can follow yourself. So you can go taxiway, boom, you can follow it anywhere you want it. There's a plane on the airport, or on the runway taking off right there. So, you're going to love this thing, dude. The throttle was perfect until I put the Lemke in. And then it's a little low. You can move it up if you want. You got to drill holes and all that stuff. But, as you can tell, it just rubbed a little bit. It's not, I like it. Because then I just rest my hand. It don't rub like you would think. I can move it with my pinky. So I liked it. I was gonna move it, and then I was like, eh, because then I just rest my hand here. You know what I mean? It's perfect. I did all this. It's a good job. All right, let me try and climb out. Give me a minute. Shut this all off. Heated seats again. I'm gonna set you down for a minute. Hold on. Okay. I'm almost done, Jody. 1 second. I'm almost done. Okay. This is what I was telling you about. Here, let's see. I'll climb down. Trim tab. Yeah, girlfriend's got to go with her kids. Anyways, so screws. I was going to put a screw here, but then it's hitting the bracket, so that's why you see an empty hole. I mean, granted, I do a good job, but I'm not perfect. I'd open this up, but I don't have time. I'll show you all that in person. But anyway, so this comes off all the way. And then you take this off. It's kind of tricky. You got to kind of go like that and then kind of wiggle it out. It comes out. I put it in and out 15 times, and I haven't even hardly scuffed up the paint. So you'll be good. Anyways, you're going to love this plane, man. But this is the only flaw I was telling you about that I hated. You can replace this canopy. I don't know what they want for it. Probably $500. I don't know. But I wouldn't worry about it. It's been like this since I've been flying. I put hundreds of hours on it. So anyways, we'll see you, buddy. Bye.